Good morning folks, and we're back on the BSR CIVIC tape recorder. You know, the one I gave £5 for, the one I had smoke pouring out of, the one I had to repair because of the dodgy volume control. Anyway, we're back on it, and let me turn my signal generator on. And if I can get the bloody leads for the signal, there we are. Right, what we're going to do, I'm going to feed a signal into the machine. There we go. Shove that up the end. It'll be alright there. Right. Set this. Can I? That's the one. Drop the voltage. The amplitude. Say to about 3 volts, which is about line level, something daft in it. So what we'll do now, let's turn that down a bit more, getting a bit much into that. Right, so what we'll do now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to record a tone, and I'm going to see what the wow and flutter's like. There it goes. Turn it. Give it a couple of seconds of that. Right, let's play it back. Turn the volume up maybe a little bit. The erase head isn't working. Yeah, the erase head isn't working, so I'll have to look into that. So let's turn that all the way down. Let's unplug that. Put that there for a minute. Right, let's find out why the erase head isn't working. Because it didn't erase the tape. It could actually be a dirty record switch, that. Let's try that. See, it's still there. That sounds a bit slow because it was recorded at a different speed. Rewind it all the way to the beginning, then we know where we're up to then, don't we? So it looks like the erase head isn't working, so I'll have to look into that. It could be something simple. There again, it could be the erase head that's fucked. We'll look into that, see if there's anything getting to the erase head. See if it erases what's here. Could even be a dirty record switch, that. It is going into record though, but not erasing the tape. So let's play that back. See, it's still there. Let's see. Let's rewind it. And see if that makes any difference. But I've got a feeling the erase head might be open. We'll soon find out. Let's get the soldering iron on. We'll pull the cover off and we'll desolder one of the wires because it has a transformer. I've tested the transformer and that appears to be okay. Or there again, the fucking erase head may be okay. I don't know, it could be the transformer. But we'll see. Oops. Yeah, it's leaving what was on the tape before. Because that buzzing underneath that is me touching the wires before I started recording. And you can hear the music on there as well, so let's get the head cover off. And let's have a look. And we will see if we can locate the fault. Where's my glasses? Do you know they're never about when you need them? Let's try and find my glasses. There they are. And what I'll do, I'll have a look at the wires on the erase head, turn it off. We'll have a look at we'll get the meter, and what we'll do, we'll test. I mean, an erase head's not a great issue. Should be able to find one somewhere. If it is that's knackered, I mean, it's going into record, so I would imagine it going to erase as well. But I want to find out whether the erase head is actually bollocksed. Need to unscrew this off here because I need my other attachment. Yeah. Well, yeah, it would help. I can't seem to see my other attachment, so it's here somewhere. But where's my fucking red probe? Oh fuck it, just leave this on it. Probably fucking rolled off onto the floor or something. So have a clip. Oh, I'm going to take the wire off first, and we'll find out whether it's a bad erase head. See if the erase head's open or whether the transformer's open. And we'll also check for AC, because it's AC erase this, as pretty much they all were, I believe. And we'll check the back of the head for AC voltage, see if anything's coming up. If it's not, then we'll look into that. So we're still not done on this yet, because I can't sell it like that. If you can't white your tape, can't sell it with an erase head that doesn't work, because it means you have to use another machine to wipe the tape, and you can't do that. So you know, that's not an ideal solution, that is it. So we'll see what we can do. Let's get a little bit of solder to tin the iron up. Not that it needs it. I look after the tip on my iron. It's always very well tinned. Ow! As I stick the soldering iron into my finger, pop that on there for a minute, and just pop the wire off. There we go. Now we can check for the resistance between the tape head and see Would I turn the frigging meter on, wouldn't it? Right, so first we'll look for continuity. If we don't find that, then we'll check for value for ohms. Right. Well, there's continuity on the erase head. And it's reading 3.1 ohms. So, looks like we're going back into it again, doesn't it? Let's put this wire back on. And what we'll do, we'll check it for... No, we're not quite on. Come on, you. Put a bit more solder on it. So the head's okay. And the tape's making good contact with it. So we've probably got a bad wire off or something. So let's see if we're getting any AC coming up to the tape head. Up to the erase head, make sure we're not shorting out. No, we're not, we're alright. Tape head goes to ground anyway. Yeah. Erase head goes to ground anyway, so that doesn't matter whether it shorts on the ground. Turn it on. Right, put on AC. There we go. Nothing. Nothing. Right. Let's take it apart. Wind the tape off. Switch the machine off, switch the mains off for safety. Take the tape off, so we're getting no AC coming up to the tape head. So basically we've got to take it apart and do it all again. No problem. Right, so let's get right. Right, we're into it. This is what I'll zoom you in. Right, that little transformer there is where the head comes in, is where the erase head comes in. That's where the erase head connects to. So what we'll do, we'll desolder one side of the erase head. There we go. And we'll test the transformer. I don't think the transformer will be the issue, it's more than likely going to be this capacitor here. Would that turn the frigging meter on, wouldn't it? Move that black wire because that's going to short across. It wasn't shorted, I just melted a bit of the insulation on it. Right, well we're on volts, we want to be on ohms, there we go. Right, well we're reading 3.6 ohms on that side of it. One for 12 ohms on 13 ohms there. Ohms on that one. Right, and I think this transformer, oh, hang on a minute folks, I've just dropped the remote control for the camera. Alright, and the reason why I think it was a bit crackly because the audio valve was hanging out. Right, so what we need to do now, we need to look at so basically we've got to pull, the board. Right, so look at this capacitor here. Connect to that one there. Could be short, that capacitor. So where does that capacitor go to, the other end of it? Goes to the bottom. Right, so what we'll do, we'll check this. Yeah, that's okay. Check this wire. Make sure the wire's not broke. Well, that's saying open line on that wire, so we can check the resistance of the erase head by, well, it's not open line, it is working. Yeah, 3.1 ohms. So basically it's either a dirty record switch, which I don't think it is because it's going into record, or it's a capacitor. And I think the most likely suspect is this fucker here, which goes into that transformer. So let's take the valves out. Are they cool enough now? Yeah. Cool enough for me to lift them out now. I didn't want to lift them out before. Because, well, there's my probe. There's my red probe. Looking for before. Right, so we'll get the chassis out. It's going to be, I don't want to touch this potentiometer here because I tested that the other day and it was okay and it hasn't been disturbed, so I want to leave that as it is. Leave well alone, as they say. was turning that, I was turning the fucking washer. Find a smaller screwdriver. Right. I'm gonna stop in a minute because I want to get a brew and have a fag, but we'll measure this before I lift this board out. Let's measure it, see if there's any voltage on it anywhere. Easiest way to check is to clip to ground, as we all know. Clip to ground, go on to DC, go to ground, see what's on the HT, 7.9 volts. Yeah, fuck all on that. Right. Lift the board out. Flip it the other way up, there we go. Now I can get to it to test. So I'll put this on, swap my bloody probe over. They're great, these clips, because you can clip onto things, they're really handy. I think this pack was about £7 if that. Right, so let's check the transformer. There we go. Get on there. Oh, we're on voltage. Not fully awake yet, folks. Just melt that solder. Got some clean stuff to put the meter on. I've got a feeling that the transformer might be fault. No? 6.5, 6.4 ohms. And this pin here has got fuck all going to it. Must be a centre tap, so let's check across it here. Nothing. Nothing. So what's this used here? Let's trace this bit of the circuit. We're coming up here. Into the transformer. Is there anything on the top? There's nothing on the top of that transformer. I think that's the top pin there. No. There's nothing on the top there. So that's weird. Put the continuity buzzer on. We are getting something on that. Right. So I'm going to conclude that the transformer ain't fucked. I've decided that the transformer ain't fucked. So let's find... Where's me sucker? Where's me fucking sucker? It was on here yesterday. You know, I hate it when you can't find something. Where's me sucker? Do you know, I'll look round and I'll fucking spot it in a minute. So I might have to stand up for this particular task. Turn that signal tracer off. Generator off, I don't need that on yet. Oh, there it is. There's me sucker. There you are, you little fucker. There we go. Right, so basically... Let's get something under that to lever the capacitor out. And it's 0.3 microfarad. I don't think I've got one at that value. I'm going to put as near as damn it into it. Right. Now, let's see if we're open. Let's just check this here. See if I get the same resistance here as I got on the without the capacitor being there. 9.2. I reckon there we go. Let's put it on the capacitor tester. I don't know whether this one will test this particular type because this is an ESR tester, so I don't know whether it will test this particular type, but we'll try it. And then we'll get the other capacitor tester down, but I've got a feeling that this is open. Monitoring for a component, yeah, it's waiting but not finding anything. Yeah, still monitoring. So, I think that's fairly ominous, isn't it? The closest I've got, don't know what the fuck this is, and I think this is a 0.5. Will probably work, but I'm pretty sure that that's open. That's what's causing the issue. See what this one says. Low open circuit or low capacitance. So it read that one. Didn't tell me the value of it, like, but it read it. Let's get the other capacitor tester. I'm pretty sure it's open, but I could be wrong. But let's double check. Get the other tester, the yellow one. That's more adapt for doing them sort of jobs. Put the case back up there. I'm going to get a brew and a smoke in a minute, folks, because I don't want to make the video too long. Bit of an understatement from me, innit? Right, so let's check this good one. I know this is a good one, it's used, but it spent less than an hour in the circuit. Can't remember why, but or it was bent up to be put in a circuit and never ended up in one. But there we are, let's see what we get. .38, so it's, what's that, 0.1 microfarad or something fucking that. It's measuring it in nanofarads. Right, well it didn't even measure it, the other meter didn't even measure this fucker, did it? So let's see. I think we have an open, but I could be wrong, I've known to be wrong. I'm not perfect, I'm like every other one else. Let's let it count down. No, it's reading. Ain't that. 5.9, none of 5.922 NF. So it's not that, so it's reading. Does it tell me on this whether it's leaky? I don't think it fucking does. No, it just tells you the capacitance and the test frequency. Right. So it ain't that. Oh, that was a bit of a bummer. So we'll clean that back up. Clean that back up, it can go back in. Oh, I've undone this one here as well. That one's undone. I must have undone that, pulling that out. I'll test that one as well. Let's test that bastard there. I mean, they never go, apparently they never go, but so they tell me. But let's find out. It's 5,000 microfarad. Ooh, that's a high one. Oh, let's see what it tells us it is. I mean, it could be one of these fucking other little ones round here that I've got. I mean, I'm going to stop in a minute for a brew. Yeah, that's pretty much, it's slightly low, but you know, it's 465, 4.6, 4,000, 4.65. So yeah, I'm gonna say that's okay for now. I ain't got one there in that value anyway, so mind you, I might have. So what we'll do next, we'll feed that back through where it came from. Turn that over so we'll see what I'm fucking doing. Records. At least we know it records. Just doesn't fucking erase. In fact, actually, let me just check something. That could have been fucking out actually. Where's this fucker go? That one goes in there. And that one, so I wonder if that was disconnected. I wonder if that was out. I wonder if that's what the problem was. Because this one, oh no, just does that one go? Oh no, there was nothing soldered there. No, it wasn't. That goes down the same fucking hole as that one. That's going to be some fun getting that back in. That's going to be some fun getting that back, because the hole is under that transformer. Let's see if we can. See if we've got enough solder off. Yeah. That one goes there. That one goes there. I mean, they could be. So what we do is solder so the capacitor's okay. And I think it went that way round. There. Don't want to snap my fucking lead off. I'm going to solder that, pull that out. Put that one in there, then straighten this one. I'll have to see if we can find a manual on it, because Steve might know. I'll give send Steve a message in a bit. Steve might know. Right, solder that one back in. There we go. Right, turn the board back over. Yeah, it's that way. And that was wrapped around that fucking leg of that resistor and leg of that potentiometer. So we'll solder that back onto that. And we'll solder this. There we go. And that's that back in, should be. And that's that back in, as it should be. Right. See, that could have gone up in value, but I'm going to leave it there for now, folks. I'm going to have a brew and I'll be back shortly. Hi folks, we're back. and we're warmed up, and let's put it into record and see if it erases the tape. I think I fixed it, but I'm not sure. But we know we had something on this tape before, so now that should be enough. Getting a bit of a hum there. I think that's what that hum is. That's a loose audio valve, because that's a loose audio valve, that hum, because when I jiggle the audio valve it does that, it did that. So I think I need to tighten that up, clean the socket or something. I've turned it off just so it won't hum while we're testing, because I don't want to cause any damage. We'll flip it back on again. Here we go. Turn the volume up. There we are. Nothing on this tape now. So we are now erasing. So we are now erasing, so just a matter of cleaning the valve socket now. That's all I think is wrong with it. Let's pop the Magic Eye back in, because I think there was a problem with that as well. Because it was making, when I turned it on with this in, it made a horrible hum, but I don't know whether it was because the valve socket's dirty on the audio and that was causing it, or whether it's this Magic Eye. But when I pulled this out, it seemed to go okay. Well, let's just find out. Yeah, that Magic Eye's got a problem. Yeah, so that Magic Eye's got a problem. What's happened here is, well, that looks like it should be connected down there, and that looks like it should be connected down there. So let's find another EM87. There should be one knocking about on here somewhere. There was yesterday. Try and find that isopropyl bottle is practically empty now, so I'll put that out of the way. Try and find another EM87 that I can drop in, and we can find out whether it is actually that's the problem. But I think so. But put that up there for a minute. There was one on the desk yesterday and I can't seem to see where it is now. But there was one on here. I can't seem to bloody see it now. So always the way that, isn't it? Let's put the top on the grease, because I don't need the grease anymore. I'll put the top on the grease and wipe the brush. There we go, wipe the brush. But I think that EM87's faulty. Let's find another one, because there's no wires off or anything. No wires off the valve socket. I've not had to go anywhere near that, so I know that's not my problem. It's not something I've done or caused. I just can't think where that other EM87 is. Bear with me while I just locate it. I'll come back. Hi folks, and we've got the BSR CIVIC back together. No crackly switches. Everything works as it should. So we'll press play. It now erases as it should, records as it should. So if we press play, now on the tape because I erased the beginning of it. We'll hear my tone in a minute that I recorded on it. And then it will go off because I erased a bit of it. There we are. That's where I erased it a minute ago. And that's the tone back on. So we're now recording and we're playing. And just to prove that we are erasing, put it into record. Give it a couple of seconds. Rewind it back a bit further than that. There we are. And that's what I've just done now. There we go. All done. All fixed. I did have a bit of help on this one from our good friend Steve Pendlebury. Steve gave me a couple of tips because I don't really do tape recorders. It has to be said that tape recorders are not my strong point. You know, I haven't really messed with a whole lot of them. Done one or two cassette recorders, but usually just mechanism faults, belts and stuff. But I'm beginning to get the hang of them now. I mean, the amplifier side, I understand all that. Obviously it's an amplifier. Just the recording side of it. But this is as basic as tape recorder as you can get, I suppose. Well, for a decent tape recorder anyway. I'm not talking about them shitty rim drive things. Pardon me. You know, but everything, oh, pardon me, everything's working. And you know, I hope to see a lot of you at the swap meet on the 7th of next month. Maybe we could all meet up and have a chat. And I would also like to thank all my subscribers for subscribing to the channel and watching the channel, and I hope I make the content that you want to see, and along with the humour. All that was wrong with the erase was it did turn out in the end to be a combination of dirty valve sockets and a dirty record switch. That's all it turned out to be. But I overlooked the record switch because it was going into record. But anyway, I gave that a good clean. I got some cotton buds or Q-tips, whatever you want to call them. And yeah, I'm happy with it. And I'll make some recordings on it and see how it goes. Connect something like a record player or something to it and see how it goes. And yeah, I'm very pleased. I've still got Steve's radio here to get started on that very soon. I've got the HMV down there, HMV tape recorder, the 2210. Got that to do, but I need to order capacitors for that. And let's just give you a little bit of music. Let's wind this tape off. Give you a little bit of music. But as far as I'm concerned, this thing's done. I'm not going inside it again. As far as I'm concerned, it's sorted. Working really well now, and I'm happy with it. And right, I put a new belt on as well. because I super glued the old belt together, and that was just for testing. But now I've got it all complete and all up and working, I've decided to put a new belt on it. There we go. The tone works. There's plenty of volume in it. That's all I'm playing. And that's it, folks. The BSR tape recorder has sold under the CIVIC brand. This was sold under many different brands, and it was the same deck but with slightly different circuitry on some of them. And I've been right through this and I'm happy with it. And it's complete apart from I lost the screw at the top here. So I need to crawl around the floor in a bit and try and find the screw. Well, I always lose a screw. Mind you, I've not lost any out of Steve's radio, because every one I've took out I've put back. I've only taken 4 out at the moment for the hold the back cover on, but I've actually put the screws back in the holes, so I don't lose them. I don't mind losing my screws, but other people's, no, I don't like doing that. I usually have a tub, but on the side for putting them in. You know, and yeah, we're okay there now. This will probably, judging by the sound of this, I'll probably put some music on some tapes, and I'll probably just listen to this and enjoy it, because it's a good little tape recorder. I mean, it's older than me and it works really well. But it wasn't really a lot wrong with it when I got it. It did everything. It was just very noisy. As you can hear, it's a lot quieter than what it was. And you know, the tone control didn't work. That involved taking the switch apart, cleaning it and putting it back together. The volume control was crackly. Then we had that issue with the smoke which was caused by a short on the volume control. And so, you know, I've done some capacitors. I've not changed the reservoir or filter and the one next to it. I've not changed any of those, because they're actually not bad on value, and there's no hum from this at all. It's not bad. There's just a gentle hiss coming out the speaker, and when I turn it up, that's acceptable. So, you know, I can live with that. So I'm going to leave that as it is now, folks, and thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this series, and don't forget, I will be at Goulburn, and you know, we can, anyone who turns up, we're welcome to walk over and have a chat with me. I'll probably be over, you know, going with Mike. I'll be over at, probably wandering round, and then I'll be over at Steve's repair table and sat having a chat with Steve, you know, and I'll be just mingling, really. I always do, and chat to everybody, you know, and then come home with a load of stuff, see what I can get. What am I after this time? I don't know. I'll have to put my thinking cap on. You know, but the thing about going to the swap meet is you tend to find, you know, you tend to find a diamond in the rough. Like last time I went, I bought that 4HF. I bought that Dynatron Berserker with a 4HF in it, and to me that's a diamond in the rough. I mean, I gave all the money for it. I gave 50 quid, and. But saying that, I'd probably get over 100 if I pulled the deck out and sold that separately. But I don't intend to do that, because I've been after a 4HF, so I'm going to keep it. That's staying. And I use it regular. It's set up in the corner. It's set up in the corner there, and I use it regular. It'd be nice to get the other matching speaker to it. It'd be nice to get a nicer cabinet for it actually. But there again, there's nothing wrong with this one. I can restore it. But that's it. We're all done. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, folks, thank you very much for watching, and more to come later. Bye for now.